little better. My name's Katrina. I'm 18 years old and I'm homeless. I'm homeless because I am lesbian. And I grew up in a family where my mother was Mormon and my father was Catholic. So when I decided to come out, the whole idea of me being gay was less than acceptable. And so I was kicked out and I moved down to Utah to live with my biological mother. And my biological mother ended up being fairly abusive. So after a suicide attempt, I ended up in the hospital, and from the hospital I was homeless. And I've been homeless for about 3 months now. And at the beginning of my homelessness, there was a youth overnight shelter that was running just for the winter time because that's what the VOA had funding for. And that provided us with a place to sleep and breakfast in the morning. And when that closed, I ended up going to the adult shelter, the road home. And at the adult shelter, it provides you with sleep, but not with the whole breakfast thing and the extras. So I guess health is a big issue amongst the youth. In doing my own survey at the VOA, 8 out of 10 kids said they get 4 to 6 hours of sleep. The average recommended hours of sleep for a teenager is 9 hours. And because we don't have a place safe to sleep, a safe place to sleep, we're not getting that sleep. And because we don't have places to eat breakfast, now that the VOA doesn't have the funding they need to be open in the morning, we don't have the most important meal of the day. And I think that with the support of the community and with the support of our government, opening homeless shelters, overnight shelters, would be beneficial for us, just so that we could get that sleep and that breakfast. And maybe even after getting it started, even maybe the mental health department could get involved and maybe help out with therapy and stuff. Because suicide for just gay youth in America, the suicide attempt and success is 5 times more than the national average. And in Utah, it's 8 times more than the national average. And I think a big part of that is ignorance amongst people. Ignorance to see what's going wrong in our society, and ignorance to see that people are people. And I believe that with a homeless youth shelter that would be accepting to all genders and all sexuality types, I believe that the suicide rates would drop. Just because they have a place to stay, a place where they're accepted, and a place where they're loved. And they also have that support that they need from mental health providers. And HYRC, the Homeless Youth Resource Center in Utah, does an excellent job of providing those things. But because of funding, they're down to 5 days a week instead of the 7 they were at during the winter time. And also, we only get lunch and dinner now. So I guess as a homeless youth, I would ask that the community gets more involved with donations and with supporting the homeless youth. And as a homeless youth, it's really difficult to get by day to day. Most mornings you wake up and wonder why you're waking up. And a lot of the time you just wonder where you fit in amongst people. And some people choose to be homeless because it's a sense of freedom that they don't get. For me, being homeless is an opportunity for me to grow into myself and outwardly towards others and express myself for who I am and not for what society wants me to be or what my parents want me to be or what my family wants me to be. And I think it would be cool if the homeless youth didn't have to be homeless to be able to express themselves.